Good night. 1st, 2019. Mary. How's everyone doing? It's been, what, a few days, right? So, here we are at no, not SH yet. Herself in the head with her hands cuffed behind her back. Yeah. I wonder what happened there. I wonder how she managed to be taught, I think. How about you? But, I got pulled over, to tell you. Could have been worse, undoubtedly, but it was not pleasant nonetheless. Motherfuckers want to ask you all kinds of questions about where you going, where you been, blah, blah, blah. Do you have drugs and guns in the car? I'm like, no. And I ended up getting a ticket, right, for a seatbelt. And as I was about to leave, two canine cops. I had never seen a woman this big in my life. She was huge, huge, much bigger than myself. And of course, that's not hard to do, but she was very, very large, like an Amazon type bitch. And the other person was pretty large too. And they stood behind that cop, like, with their arms crossed and all, you know what I'm saying. But I digress. I didn't end up like this poor girl here. I forgot what her name was, but, Sarah Wilson. She allegedly got a hold of a gun and tried to kill herself in police custody while her hands were cuffed behind her back. And of course, who's going to believe that, right? I guess a jury would. They'll take their cop's word for almost anything, most of the time. That's why getting a jury is utterly useless. The best hope for you if you end up in a situation like that where you have to go to court is you have a reasonable judge. And if you get a hard-nosed judge, man, sometimes you'll end up fucked, and I mean fucked. So, gotta be careful out there, people. Do not get in the state's crosshairs if you can help it. But there's been some more shit that's happened, and I'm gonna talk about it a little bit here. If my computer's gonna cooperate with me. We're gonna hit this one first. If it will cooperate with me. I wonder what the fuck here. Okay. Cop guilty on multiple charges of repeatedly raping a 5-year-old girl will not go to jail. I mean, do I need to really tell you what should be done there? But if I do, I can go to jail for making threats or saying that guy should be. But he can go ahead and rape a little girl and he'll get away with it. Or how about my buddy get busted with some weed and he ends up in prison or something like that. Meanwhile, assholes like this, they get no time. And speaking of assholes like this, Canadian Prepper put out a video, and of course the topic got my attention. And the topic was justice after shit hit the fan. And I listened to part of the video, and the reason I didn't listen to the whole thing is pretty much I knew he was pretty much right about what he was saying, and I knew where it was going. So, justice now is almost impossible to get. But shit hit the fan. Well, justice is yours to serve. And people might not like that. They might come after you. Yep. But this happened in Honolulu, Hawaii. For years, the Free Thought Project has been reporting on case after case of police officers caught raping, molesting, and abusing their victims. All too often, these officers are let off the hook with no punishment. Many of these officers were caught sexually abusing children, only to be let loose in society after flexing their blue privilege. See, that's real privilege right there. It don't matter what color you are. If you have the backing of the state, you're privileged. So, Officer Teddy O'Van, oh God, I'm not even going to try. We'll just call him Teddy. 45, flexed his blue privilege this month when he reached a deal with prosecutors guaranteeing he will not go to jail. And don't get me wrong, a lot of people do get good plea bargains, but this guy should not have been able to get one. He had a child as his victim. And that's justice in America. Just saying. All you people that believe so much in this shit, you're really got a warped sense of who you want to be loyal to. The Patriots not loyal to the government. They're loyal to the people and the idea of freedom, at least in our case. And CPS forces couple to have a C-section to kidnap their baby after falsely accusing them of terrorism. Isn't that nice? You have no freedom. Straight up. You think you do, but you get down the road a little bit, them lights flash behind you, that freedom can end real quick. So you really don't have freedom. But this happened in, and these articles are coming from Matt Argus, by the way. Is this going to work? It's fucked up, man. It's really, really fucked up. Susie and Peter Saad, or Syed, are two loving parents of 3 who met in medical school and both have master's degrees. Their happy lives would be forever changed last year, however, when they walked into a Connecticut hospital after Susie felt pain during her 3rd pregnancy. According to the couple, Susie would be drugged, forcibly given a C-section, and her baby taken. Months later, and after multiple reports of the suffering of their newborn daughter, Sophia, they're still fighting to get her back. Isn't that some crazy shit? They can take anything from you. Anything. All they got to do is say you're doing something, and they don't even have to prove that you're doing it. And they can take everything from you. Everything. But hey, civil asset forfeiture is a good thing, right? Anyway, thought I'd share this stuff with you. Hope y'all have a good afternoon. It's going to be evening here soon. No, not really. I don't know what to do with myself when I'm not working. I'm going crazy with boredom. And that's why I started working again. And I've been working a lot of hours. But if I were being honest with myself, I haven't made a video because I feel kind of sick to my stomach sometimes thinking about all this shit. And it's good to have a break from it. So anyway, I hope you all have a great evening. Until next time, kill the state, live free.